right, well, thank you for that update, Justin. Now, I've got to say, I don't know a single person here who doesn't love Dolly Parton. We do all love Dolly, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, we're good, just making sure. But if you haven't seen her classic Broadway show, 9 to 5, it is another reason to love her even more. MSU students are performing her show, 9 to 5, and here to tell us all about it, we've got Olivia, we've got Brooke, we've got Reese. Ladies, how are we doing?
Great.
Good.
Thanks so much for having us.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. And I know we're going to sing a little bit, right? Working 9 to 5, right? We all love the show. We know the music. But tell us a little bit about the story that we're going to learn on the stage.
Yeah, so 9 to 5 tells the story of 3 employees working with their very difficult boss, and it's kind of their journey of empowerment, getting to take control of the office and run things their way, and yeah, it's about friendship between women.
That's awesome. That is wonderful, and we love when we get a chance to see that all play out on stage. Now, like we said, the music in the show is very recognizable. Everybody knows that. But the story is one that I think really resonates with women, especially all audiences really today. Now, is there a part of the story that kind of hits home for all of you individually? Reese, can we start with you?
Yeah, sure. My character, Dorley, she's kind of constantly objectified, sexualized in the workplace. And that is still very much a problem today, women not being taken seriously in a work setting. So that just always resonated with me, and I love the idea that she kind of takes her power back at the end of the story and gets to work with her women, her best friends in the show, and get her power back. So
That's awesome. And what about you? Is there anything that you resonate with?
Yeah, so my character Violet is a single mother, and my mom wasn't a single mother, but she worked in kind of the era of second wave feminism, and my character talks a lot about how the workplace is kind of the old boys club, and that was what my mom was dealing with a lot during the time. In her area of marketing, it was really the old boys club. So it's just really inspiring to kind of delve into this character and see what she had to go through, and it made me realize just how strong she was.
That is awesome, and I love that you bring up your mom, because this is a show that resonates with people across generations. And it's not just a musical, it's not just singing, there's acting, there's dancing, a lot of costume changes as well. So ladies, tell me a little bit about the rehearsal process and what's going on backstage. How does this entire musical all come together?
Yeah, I mean, yesterday we introduced costumes for the first time. We had our live band there, which is super exciting. Lots of moving parts with props and wigs. So that's all really exciting, but it also takes a lot of thought from the backstage crew, so they're always working so hard to help us get the show on its feet.
That is awesome. We always got to shout out the crew, the lights, the sound, everybody that works together. But you guys have also been doing a lot of scene work, too, to make sure you really understand this time period, right? I heard that recently you all had the professor from the English and Film Studies department kind of give you more context into that second wave of feminism that we talked about. So what did you all kind of take away from this conversation?
My character in the show is a divorcee. So one of the things we talked about with our professor was that during this time period, no-fault divorce was becoming more of a thing. So it was the idea that women could be divorced without needing a specific reason, one specific fault reason. So kind of that idea being something new that women had an opportunity for to choose a better life for themselves is really important for my character. So that's been awesome.
Yeah, and what about you?
So my character has a line where she refers to herself as a woman, but it's spelled W-O-M-Y-N. And Dr. McCallum talked about how that's a form of, it was an important term in second wave feminism because it takes men right out of the word and really empowers women for that. So just delving into how important the language itself is was really interesting.
Absolutely. The language is very, very special and very particular, and you want to make sure that whenever you're saying any of your lines, they're not just, part of a story, but making sure that you're really communicating what was going on during that time period. And what about you, Brooke?
Yeah, I feel like with reproductive rights and birth control and stuff like that happening at that time, that just really resonates with my character too, and how she has rights to her own body and everything like that, and just really resonates right now, especially since reproductive rights are still something that is a constant topic of conversation even in 2025. It was very interesting to talk to Dr. McCallum, because all of the things that these women are fighting for in 9 to 5, they're still fighting for today.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, this show tells a lot of history, but in a fun and entertaining way.
Exactly.
This Saturday, we can all get tickets, but everybody, don't go anywhere just yet, and neither you ladies either, because we're going to get up and we're going to get a performance. We're going to really go behind the curtain, and it's all happening next. We'll be right back.